Okay, right. So here's the thing. I see heaps of awesome people and businesses building their business in a way that has a lot of confusion and there's missing elements. And what I'm going to share with you today is what I've called the Mimi money method. And it's something that I have been implementing in my business for years, which has given me the success that I have today. And if you have one of these elements missing, then it's going to be a struggle. That's not what we want, hey. We want an aligned business. We want a smooth business. It's not going to overwhelm us. It's not going to stress us. It's not going to burn us out. And ultimately, we want success, which means a business is a business that makes profit. So let me break this down to you. And here it is in a beautiful diagram I'm going to share with you. So this is the method that I implement. Let's go step by step. Get your notepad out. Come back, share in the comments, hit subscribe. I'm going to be giving everything to you here in YouTube so you can have the ultimate success of whatever you freaking desire. Right, let me make myself smaller. Here we go. So do you like this sexy diagram I have just created for you on Canva? So it's called the Mimi Money Method and it's 5 circles of power. Now, as I'm going through this, I invite you to think about which are the circles that you feel super confident in and which are the circles that you are maybe not showing up or delivering in. I'm going to make an assumption that there are some that come really easy to you and there are some that don't. So let me make another assumption that you're doing this yourself. Or if you're not doing it yourself, you have other people working in other areas. That's how a business works. But you need to have all of these are like cogs. You have to have every cog in motion. Once everyone is turning and everyone is working together simultaneously, that is when the magic happens. So let's start in the freaking center. Can you see this beautiful heart in the center? This is your core. This is the non-negotiable center. This is the money heart. Because without profit, I'm sorry to say, your business is going to flatline. It isn't a business. So this is the heartbeat at the center of every single circle feeds into this center. So this is like the bullseye on the dartboard. This is where we're heading, to this center. So whatever way you want to look at this, logical way, energetic way, we're aiming to the core, to the deep-rooted center. Okay, round the outside, we have our first circle, and this is your inner circle. So up here, this is your inner circle, the gold circle, as I like to call it. These are your hottest people, clients, members, warm leads, and it's so freaking crucial to nurture them. So what is part of this inner circle? So these are the people who've probably already opted in through an email. They maybe have jumped into your lead magnet. They may be part of your membership. They have maybe paid you to be in a product or a service that you have. They've worked with them one-on-one. Why do you want to nurture these? They're already in your world. They are so freaking crucial to you and your business. And statistics show they will probably be repeat buyers. They will be the people that word of mouth, praise you, share with their friends. And ultimately, it's all about getting them the results. They're the people that have invested in you. So we've got our heart here. So we've got our inner circle, the circle of gold, the gold circle here. So what sort of things, how can you nurture them? Onboarding. If somebody jumps into your world, how are you onboarding them? How are you welcoming them in there? Or are you just letting them jump in and doing nothing? Nurturing, ongoing value, ongoing trainings, supports, updates, check-ins. The list is endless. There's so many ways that you can continually nurture the people who are already in your inner world. Conversations. Are you having conversations with them? Or are you just forgetting them? Are you supporting them in their worlds too? Or are you just waiting for them to come in your world and it's all about you? It's a two-way street. It is a two-way street when it comes to nurturing and conversations. Results. Focus on delivering wins, big, small. Ask them questions. How can you make the journey easier for them? Where do they need more support? Where are they struggling? So this is all part of the gold circle, nurturing circle. Value-driven touch points, trainings, resources, behind-the-scenes insights. Let them into your world. Give them things that you're not giving in the other spaces. Make them feel special. These are your VIPs. Retention, how are you keeping them? Upsells, ongoing offers, extra bonus trainings, Q&As, feedback, support. How can you go even deeper? Referrals, how can you incentivize and give them incentives for referring? Maybe you might say invite a friend and I'll give you a one-on-one. Invite 10 friends, you get so many points. There's so many ways you can nurture this inner world. So that's your inner world, your goal circle. Are you confident in there? What more could you do in there? Are you active in there? And how much time are you giving in there? Okay, let's go to the next circle. So this is the outer circle. This is the magnetic field. I call this the magnetic field because this is where attraction happens. This is where you are magnetizing people from the outer circle into your inner circle. So it's social interaction, social conversations, it's content, it's networking, it's visibility. You're pulling or magnetizing, as I like to say, people into your inner world. Now, what sort of things are happening in there? Your social media presence. Where are you showing up? Where are you posting? What are you posting? Are you consistent or are you flaky? Are you in 1 minute and then out for 7? Are people getting to know you, your values, your offers, your personality? What are you doing in this outer circle? Are you having conversations in community spaces? Are you making it a two-way street? Are you supporting others, not just with the expectation that they come into yours? Are you being a supportive community, valuable member in other communities? I'm active in school communities. I'm active in a couple of Facebook groups. I'm active in masterminds, memberships, conversations with intention. Be human. Be freaking human. Don't be a robot. When it comes to a conversation, a lot of people have this like mind block and they're like, I don't know what to say. What would you say if you just bumped into a friend on the street? Say it. How would you say that? If you go, oh, that's a tricky one. Say, oh, that's a tricky one. But what I'm thinking from my view, blah, blah, blah. Did this help? I hope it helped. Just be human. Be real. We don't have to have the answers to everything, but every little interaction helps. It builds trust. It builds a knowing of you. Collaborations and networking. Where can you collaborate with other people so you could support each other? This is all happening in your outer circle, the magnetic field. Guest spots. Could you be doing some guest spots or inviting guests into your world? Which, again, is collaboration. Could you put yourself and just go and send someone a message and say, hey, I love the vibe of your space. Are you looking for any guest appearances? I would love to offer something to get more visibility. Social proof. Are you showing social proof in your outer circle of actually what's going on, of behind the scenes, of your inner circle wins, of what's happening in your inner circle, what's going on this week, what trainings have you got, what wins are people getting? Email opt-ins happening again in your outer circle. Are you putting your lead magnet out there? Are you putting your offers out there? Do people clearly know your offers? Is your branding on point that people clearly, without a shadow of a doubt, know, oh, yes, this is totally what you do and I want in there? So your visibility, messaging that makes people stop scrolling and go, damn, this is for freaking me. So again, now you can see if you've got your outer circle rolling, and I'm not saying you have to do every one of these elements, you're going to build it up after time. They will then magnetize into your inner circle, and this comes into your non-negotiable, your heart center. So let's go to this one. Now, I will confess, this was not my favorite area. So this is behind the scenes. This is the machine room. So this pink one is the machine room. So this is the cogs, the gears, the unseen engine, keeping everything running smoothly. So what do I mean by this? This might be email automations, a nurture sequence, welcome flows, reminders. If somebody's jumped into your lead magnet from the outer circle. You would then probably have built a lead magnet that's behind the scenes. You'd have maybe set up a funnel page or created a Canva doc or a Google doc. This is behind the scenes. This is the machine room. You would then create an email automation or sequence. This one, if I'm honest, takes quite a lot of work, but once it's done and it's done right, it's done. It is, again, the machine room. It's the cogs that keep turning, that run everything else on autopilot. Funnels and sale pages, your about pages on your school, if you have a school community, your classroom setup, setting up the structure, the categories and all of that, analytics and tracking. Are you tracking your numbers, or are you just hanging here and then starting to think, well, nobody else is coming in, because you're not hanging out in the magnetic field and you're not building anything to actually look at the numbers or the analytics. So then this is going to die off. Can you see how it's all connected? So also in your machine room, there's the organization, your calendar, your content. Are you forward planning? Have you got goals in place? Have you got a structure in place? Have you got a plan in place? Tech foundations, your payment systems, your like Zoom, your CRMs, your scheduling. There's a lot in here. I'm not saying you have to do everything, but there's so many elements in this area, and you need to start with some. Offer delivery, so templates, resources. This is everything people don't see. This is the hard work that you're doing behind the scenes. Optimization, tweaks, updates, and content refinement. So what I see, a lot of people I know love to spend time in this area, going on ChatGPT and looking at new ideas, writing them all down, saving them in Google Docs, maybe creating 15 templates, but then they never get them here. So then it's no wonder people are not going to get here. Or might go and build out that shiny sales page. It looks great, and then you share it once. So then 10 people maybe saw it here. It dries up. Of course, people are not coming here. I hope my arrow is working as I'm doing this, moving around. So you can understand. So a pink to light pink to yellow. And then coming to this big golden circle around the outside. This is the all-important, crucial one. And again, people forget this. This is the U circle. This is the power source, because you are the electricity. No charge, no business. If you are trying to run these circles of power and you're coming from a place of burnout and stress and you're not looking after yourself, then this is going to be a struggle. It doesn't need to be a struggle when you can balance these circles with intention. So what are some examples of the power source, which is you? You, your mind, your body, your soul, however you want to look at it. Personal growth, learning new skills, courses, mentorships, masterminds. Is there something you know if you invest in this, it's going to help you show up better in your business? Maybe it's learning marketing, messaging, content, accountability, learning a new skill set that you know is going to help this. Is that skill set, does it have to be? Is that skill set going to be more beneficial for the inner circle, the gold circle, which is the delivery of your service, your offer? Or is it better for you to invest in learning the skills to deliver and sell your offers into your inner circle? So ask yourself that question. We tend to go with what we think is easy. It's not always the right answer. It's normally the uncomfortable one. Self-awareness. So this is also in your U circle. How much time are you reflecting? Journaling, maybe coaching. It's taking that time to reflect on where you are. Taking that time to reflect on what's maybe coming up that's keeping you a little bit stuck in the mud. How can you maybe make some shifts mentally, emotionally, physically that will help you in all these other circles? Well-being. Are you looking after your health? We do know it's always health before wealth in mind and body. So movement, meditation, yoga, dog walks? Are you taking time to get out in nature? Are you taking breaks that you know are going to recharge your battery, your electricity field, to show up in your business? Energy management, again, protecting time with boundaries, learning to say no. And then what are you taking for inspiration? Maybe watching YouTube videos like this, or other people that you were inspired by, reading books, travel, creativity, doodling. So can you now see these are all circles of power, and combined, this is your energy, your systems, your visibility, your clients, and your sales. And they all need to work simultaneously. If one of them is missing, there is a disconnect and there will be struggle, because you will not be leading people smoothly, alignedly, if that's even a word, and in flow toward your heart center, towards the center of the non-negotiable where you're building profit. If you're not showing up and feeling that you've worked on yourself, then that is going to have a knock-on effect on the machine room, the behind the scenes, because your focus is not going to be as focused as it should be. Your mind is going to be elsewhere. If the machine room isn't working, then you're going to be using a lot of time and energy doing it yourself continuously into the outer circle, the magnetic field. And if you're not spending time in the magnetic field, then how are you going to bring people into your inner circle? And if you're not nurturing those beautiful clients who have invested their time and their money and their energy into your offers because they've believed in you, they're going to end up floating and departing and losing interest, not getting the results, and dissipating away. That was a big word for me. So come and let me know below, what did you take from this? What's your favorite circle? What's your least favorite circle? And what are some steps you know that you are going to implement after watching this? And if you want support in these circles, at the time of recording this, I've got a mastermind where we're going to do actually this. It's starting on the 15th of September 2025. If you're watching this later, jump into Magnetize Your Message, my membership, or holler, reach out, get in touch. I would love to support you, invite you into the inner circle. Let's get that shit rolling. Let's get that money incoming. Ciao freaking ching. Thank you for watching. I'm Mimi. Nami, my dog, was a very good girl and she didn't bark. I've got a one-on-one in a few minutes. I better get ready. Have an awesome freaking day. Ciao for now.